Good morning. It's Wednesday, October 15th. I'm Miriam Bosiljevets. The lead investigator in the 2023 murder of Dejan Drybones says police never recovered the weapon. The jury previously heard RCMP located the teen with serious injuries in his home in Bechikon. He later died in hospital from a single stab wound to the chest. Zach Lafferty, 26, has pleaded not guilty to second-degree murder in the death of the 17-year-old. Closing arguments and jury deliberation are expected by the end of this week. Inuvik is conducting a feasibility study in the hope of securing federal funding for public transit. The town's community energy champion says this is the first time the town is applying for the Rural Transit Solutions Fund. The goal is to help residents who struggle with mobility or affordability of taxicabs, particularly in the winter. The federal and territorial governments are investing $5.5 million towards the repair of 150 social housing rental units across the NWT. Approximately 40% of the new funding comes from Ottawa's new agency, Build Canada Homes, with Housing NWT covering $3.4 million. A list of which communities will receive funds was not immediately available. Newfoundland and Labrador voted in a new premier yesterday in the provincial election. Tony Wakeham will form a majority progressive conservative government for the first time in a decade. John Hogan, the Liberal leader and former premier designate of only a few months, retained his seat. The NWT Department of Justice is considering changing its approach to restorative justice when addressing sexual violence. Currently, crimes such as theft, mischief, possession, and vandalism can be diverted to allow the offender to take accountability for their actions and address the community harm they caused. Advocates believe a restorative justice approach can lead to more healing and transformative change for survivors of sexual violence as well as offenders. For more, visit CabinRadio.ca. And after wildfires forced the cancellation of last year's golf tournament in Wekwiti, local golfers returned to a scaled-down tournament this fall. Siblings Cody and Rusty Mantla from Bechikon took the top prizes. The decade-old golf course is continuously improved to make it more challenging and fun for golfers. Your weather forecast for today: Yellowknife, high of 8 with periods of rain. Inuvik, 1 with a mix of sun and cloud. Norman Wells, 3 with periods of rain. Hay River, high of 13 with a chance of showers. Fort Smith, 12 with a mix of sun and cloud. And Fort Simpson, 11 degrees with a chance of showers.